Hello kids, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today we'll start with a new chapter, chapter 1, networking. Now we very well know that through computer we share so many type of data or we can say information. Now we need so many computers as in schools, offices. So these all computers are connected together with the help of a network. Now there are so many types of networking, topologies we'll see in this chapter today. So let's just start with the chapter. Computer networking, advantages of network, components of computer network, types of network topologies, types of computer networks. Let's just start the chapter.
What are you doing, my friend? I am connecting my computer to the network cable. A computer is a device for working with information. The information can be numbers, words, pictures, movies or sound. Computer information is also called data. Computers can process huge amounts of data very quickly. They also store and display data. Computer networking. A computer network is a set of computers that are connected together so that they can share information. The earliest examples of computer networks are from the 1960s, but they have come a long way in the half-century since then. What do computers do? Computer networks are used to carry out a large number of tasks through the sharing of information. Some of the things that networks are used for include communicating through email, video, instant messaging, and other ways. Sharing devices such as printers, scanners and photocopies. Sharing files. Sharing software and operating programs on remote systems. Allowing network users to easily access and maintain information. Advantages of network. Connectivity. Interlinking of the computers allow efficient communication among coworkers. This helps them to have updated information. Cost-effective. Personal computers are cheap. They have better performance ratio compared to large computers such as mainframe. So, many users prefer to maintain computer network than single centralized computer. Storage media. Data and files are not scattered as it can be stored and shared on a network drive. This network drive can be accessed by every user. Efficiency, modification, and updating of data can be done at a single point in the network. This brings more accuracy and efficiency in the working system. Redundancy. As the data and files are shared on the network, hard copies are reduced or eliminated. Computer network also gives access to remote database. Hardware-software resources. The hardware devices, which are rarely used such as scanner, printer and CD writer can be installed in a network. Likewise, software stored in one computer can be shared by other users connected to the network. This reduces the cost of hardware and software. Reliability. If single computer in a network goes down, the user can work on other computer. No data will be lost. Communication. Computer network facilitates better, cheap and easy mode of communication. Components of computer network. NIC National Interface Card. NIC is a device that helps the computer to communicate with another device. The network interface card contains the hardware addresses. The data link layer protocol uses this address to identify the system on the network so that it can transfer the data to the correct destination. Hub. A hub is a hardware device that divides the network connection among multiple devices. When computer requests for some information from a network, it first sends the request to the hub through cable. Hub will broadcast this request to the entire network. All the devices will check whether the request belongs to them or not. If not, the request will be dropped. The process used by the hub consumes more bandwidth and limits the amount of communication. Nowadays, the use of hub is obsolete and it is replaced by more advanced computer network components such as switches and routers. Switch. A switch is a hardware device that connects multiple devices on a computer network. A switch contains more advanced features than hub. It contains the updated table that decides where the data is transmitted or not. Switch delivers the message to the correct destination based on the physical address present in the incoming message. A switch does not broadcast the message to the entire network like the hub. It determines the device to whom the message is to be transmitted. Therefore, it can be said that switch provides a direct connection between the source and destination. It increases the speed of the network. Router. A router is a hardware device which is used to connect a LAN with an internet connection. It is used to receive, analyze and forward the incoming packets to another network. A router works in a layer 3, network layer, of the OSI reference model. A router forwards the packet based on the information available in the routing table. It determines the best path from the available paths for the transmission of the packet. Advantages of router. Security. The information which is transmitted to the network will traverse the entire cable, but the only specified device which has been addressed can read the data. Reliability. If the server has stopped functioning, the network goes down, but no other networks are affected that are served by the router. Performance. Router enhances the overall performance of the network. Suppose there are 24 workstations in a network and generate the same amount of traffic. This increases the traffic load on the network. Router splits the single network into two networks of 12 workstations each, reduces the traffic load by half. Modem. A modem is a hardware device that allows the computer to connect to the internet over the existing telephone line. A modem is not integrated with the motherboard rather than it is installed on the PCI slot found on the motherboard. It stands for modulator-demodulator. It converts the digital data into an analog signal over the telephone lines. Based on the differences in speed and transmission rate, a modem can be classified in the following categories. Standard PC modem or dial-up modem. Cellular modem. Cable modem. Cables and connectors. Cable is a transmission medium used for transmitting a signal. There are three types of cables used in transmission. Twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. Types of network topologies. Mesh topology. In mesh topology, each device is connected to every other device on the network through a dedicated point-to-point link. When we say dedicated, it means that the link only carries data for the two connected devices only. Let's say we have n devices in the network, then each device must be connected with n1 devices of the network. Number of links in a mesh topology of n devices would be n1, 2. Advantages of mesh topology. 1. No data traffic issues, as there is a dedicated link between two devices, which means the link is only available for those two devices. 2. Mesh topology is reliable and robust as failure of one link doesn't affect other links and the communication between other devices on the network. 3. Mesh topology is secure because there is a point-to-point link. Thus, unauthorized access is not possible. 4. Fault detection is easy. Disadvantages of mesh topology. 1. Amount of wires required to connect each system is tedious and headache. 2. Since each device needs to be connected with other devices, number of I/O ports required must be huge. 3. Scalability issues, because a device cannot be connected with large number of devices with a dedicated point-to-point link. Star topology. In star topology, each device in the network is connected to a central device called hub. Unlike mesh topology, star topology doesn't allow direct communication between devices. A device must have to communicate through the hub. If one device wants to send data to another device, it has to first send the data to the hub and then the hub transmits that data to the designated device. Advantages of star topology. 1. Less expensive because each device only need one I/O port and needs to be connected with the hub by one link. 2. Easier to install. 3. Less amount of cables required because each device needs to be connected with the hub only. 4. Robust. If one link fails, other links will work just fine. 5. Easy fault detection because the link can be easily identified. Disadvantages of star topology. 1. If hub goes down, everything goes down, none of the devices can work without hub. 2. Hub requires more resources and regular maintenance because it is the central system of star topology. Bus topology. In bus topology, there is a main cable and all the devices are connected to this main cable through drop lines. There is a device called tap that connects the drop line to the main cable. Since all the data is transmitted over the main cable, there is a limit of drop lines and the distance a main cable can have. Advantages of bus topology. 1. Easy installation. Each cable needs to be connected with backbone cable. 2. Less cables required than mesh and star topology. Disadvantages of bus topology. 1. Difficulty in fault detection. 2. Not scalable as there is a limit of how many nodes you can connect with backbone cable. Ring topology. In ring topology, each device is connected with the two devices on either side of it. There are two dedicated point-to-point links a device has with the devices on the either side of it. This structure forms a ring, thus it is known as ring topology. If a device wants to send data to another device, then it sends the data in one direction. Each device in ring topology has a repeater. If the received data is intended for another device, then repeater forwards this data until the intended device receives it. Advantages of ring topology. 1. Easy to install. 2. Managing is easier as to add or remove a device from the topology. Only two links are required to be changed. Disadvantages of ring topology. 1. A link failure can fail the entire network as the signal will not travel forward due to failure. 2. Data traffic issues, since all the data is circulating in a ring. Hybrid topology. A combination of two or more topologies is known as hybrid topology. For example, a combination of star and mesh topology is known as hybrid topology. Advantages of hybrid topology. 1. One can choose the topology based on the requirement. For example, scalability is a concern, then user can use star topology instead of bus technology. 2. Scalable because we can further connect other computer networks with the existing networks with different topologies. Disadvantages of hybrid topology. 1. Fault detection is difficult. 2. Installation is difficult. 3. Design is complex, so maintenance is high and expensive. Types of computer networks. A computer network is a group of computers connected with one another through a transmission medium such as cable, wire, etc. There are mainly three types of computer networks based on their size. 1. Local area network, LAN. 2. Metropolitan area network, MAN. 3. Wide area network, WAN. Local area network, LAN. Local area network is a group of computers connected with one another in small places such as school, hospital, apartment, etc. It is secure because there is no outside connection with the local area network, thus the data which is shared is safe on the local area network and can't be accessed outside. LAN, due to their small size, are considerably faster. Their speed can range anywhere from 100 to 1000 megabits per second. LANs are not limited to wire connection. There is a new evolution to the LANs that allows local area network to work on a wireless connection. Metropolitan area network, MAN. MAN network covers larger area by connecting LANs to a larger network of computers. In metropolitan area network, various local area networks are connected with one another through telephone lines. The size of the metropolitan area network is larger than LANs and smaller than WANs, wide area networks. A MANs covers the larger area of a city or town. Wide area network, WAN. Wide area network provides long-distance transmission of data. The size of the WAN is larger than LAN and MAN. A WAN can cover country, continent, or even a whole world. Internet connection is an example of WAN. Other examples of WAN are mobile broadband connections such as 3G, 4G, 5G, etc.